Welcome once again to our message from our divine compassionate guides. My name is Julianne Duffy, and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to help reconnect humanity to its highest form of authenticity. Today, I am pulling from the Gateway of Light activation cards by Kyle Gray, and I actually asked, how can we level up our spiritual evolution? What guidance do the guides have to assist us as we are evolving? We're being called to evolve. This has come up a few times. What can we do, or what assistance do we have that'll assist us in leveling up evolutionary with our spirit, our leveling up our evolutionary transition into our being these beautiful spiritual beings that we're meant to be? As always, my purpose with these messages is they will help heal and serve you in the most divine way. And let's go right into it. And if you have not, please do subscribe to stay up to date with the messages. So the first part of the message, Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. So right off the bat, we're being told to think about the future, think about where we want to go and live. I feel like this is like living in the future, living like we want our reality to be. And then, of course, we are being assisted by downloads from this energy, the Arcturian light code energy. So those information is coming to us, and that we have to also remember that we are powerful beings. That's really that summarizing up, is that we are getting downloads on a regular basis. We need to remember how powerful we are and start thinking of where we want to be in the future, not the past. And the present is the future that was the moment before, right? So getting ourselves into that type of line of thought. And one of the things with this card, what it actually states is you can evolve into a greater state of being now. All it begins with is how we approach even the most mundane tasks in our own little universe. So show up in ways that you've never shown up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. So our guidance with this first part is get in, become part of this reality. You are able to level up. And like I said, even on these mundane tasks, so just doing our normal life, you can level yourself up. It is time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, we've had this come out, realize that you have a huge part to play. So again, it's not happening to us, it's for us to be pushed and encouraged to level up evolutionary with our spirituality. Recall your power, realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. You came here to be the leader. You came here to be part of the change that is happening. And it's time to really step into that. This is very similar to what we've heard earlier this week. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a large group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing so. Honor the ideas and thoughts that you have been having recently. And if you're hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you are being visited, know that you are receiving downloads from the heavens, and the Arcturians are assisting us. So the first part, asking, what can we do? We are being called to step up. Make even the mundane, normal tasks part of our spiritual evolution. We're getting downloads. We need to keep our eye on the prize of where we want to go as a human with humanity. And I think it's really like we were talking about the other day, that the lower vibrations, we've got to find a way to get past those lower vibrations, right? Let's go on. What else do the guides have for us in assisting us with our evolutionary process? I am presence. Well, that seems appropriate. These right off the bat, light body activation, activating divine wisdom. In a very physical practice, I am presence is so easy to do. I am part of the divine. Having like some type of mantra like that. I am grateful to be present and part of the divine. Things like that. Using those I am statements to assist us in leveling up. That we continuously reprogram ourselves into these divine energies. Because We have been programmed. We're always being programmed by our culture. And we get to choose now. This is part of this light living in the future. What do we want to program ourselves? Taking that initiative that we're not, sitting back and it's happening to us. We are taking the reins and deciding what we want to create and what we want to and how we want to change our minds and what we think. So that I am, right off the bat, is a fantastic tool to help reprogram us. I am a divine being. I am part of the spiritual evolution. I am grateful for my divine guides. Those type of things are really very practical and can help us, assist us quickly in leveling up. Let's see what the message has for us as well. I am presence. And this one says, you are experiencing a great shift, which is helping you understand yourself in ways that you didn't understand or weren't possible. It is an exciting time. I've been talking about that because it's auspicious, lots of great energy. You are connecting with the highest forms of intelligence within you, the I am presence. And the body light within you is growing brighter. You are becoming aware of how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future. The bright light you are is expressing itself unapologetically. So there we go. The next part of this message on how we can be assisted, like what do we have to assist us, is become that I am. We are, again, future thinking, what we're doing now is for our future. I think that's one of the best things I've heard in the last few months was think about the actions you take, the things you do right now in the present moment is for your future self. So whether it's a positive action for yourself or negative, that's going to affect that future self of you. So thinking of it in that terms, and you are accessing the divine wisdom. It's there. It's these actions we need to take. It's really like saying that we need to start thinking forward, start adding that spirituality to our daily lives in whatever form we can. Make it practical. Start getting positive I am mantras. Those are wonderful ways to reprogram ourselves into the way we want to be. And we're being supported again. The divine is within us. We're accessing it. It's right there waiting to be fully expressed. And the last part of the message today on how we can be assisted into evolving as our spiritual evolution, memories of Atlantis. We've got spiritual acceleration is happening to us, progress, and there's technology related to it. So maybe on a whole, we're all going to be affected from beautiful technology that's going to assist us, not be something that's going to be of our detriment. Because a lot of our technical advances, unfortunately, get taken over and used for weaponry versus being used for things that evolve us as humans. Some frequency is very powerful, and that's a wonderful technology. Frequency healing, 432s, sounds, there's a whole bunch of different frequencies. I've talked about it in other videos that will assist our body in healing and helping us connect spiritually as well. So I feel like that's also what it's pointing to here, is that there's a lot of this technology actually even available to us now. We have to start using it, right? Spiritual acceleration and progress. And what this one says with this card, we are being transported through a gateway to connect with the ancient Atlantis. Know that by drawing this card, we are receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of your soul. So we actually have divine, compassionate guides that are sitting behind us, helping us. However, they can't help us if we don't take the steps. If we're not thinking of the future, we're not adding spirituality into our daily lives of being appreciative. Gratitude is an easy way as well to make it, being grateful that we get to experience these things. And then being that I am presence, that, very basic, we can start adding those positive mantras. And again, taking those steps to really connect, right, to the divine within, knowing we are part of the divine, waking up our DNA. And then, of course, using that technology, the things around us to assist us. And we are being supported, like straight up. The guides are supporting us. Know that this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with your highest good. So reminding us to always come back, future thinking. So even if we get pulled out to a negative situation or something kind of pulls us out of that focus, get ourselves back, the quicker we can get ourselves back into alignment, the less power those situations have, and the more we're going to evolve, right? And so, then you can be your greatest, coming together for the human and spiritual. Then there can be a great coming together of the human and the spiritual, and you can live in a more evolved way. So really, that's what we're being called to do, is remind that we are here to get aligned with the highest good for ourselves, and to be rooted in those energies of devotion to spirit, our spiritualness, our I am presence. We are also part of the divine. And when we connect the humanity and the divinity together, we will evolve and help evolve humanity to that next level. So we are taking reins of our future. We're future thinking. We are the presence, and we're going forward, creating the reality we want. So that is our message from the guides on we are being assisted. We've got practical tools, I am statements, technologies, frequencies, sound, chants. Those things will help us as well. And, keep in mind, even if we're in mundane tasks, we can make them the spiritual progress of being going back into that attitude of gratitude, which helps us continuously bring ourselves right back to that love, that appreciation, and that wonderful power. As always, I intend that this helps you today, going forward. We are being called. It's consistent, and we've got the supports. It's time for us to step up. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.